Good afternoon. My name is Doug Sproul. I'm the president of the Virginia Band and Orchestra Directors Association. And on behalf of my fellow directors of VBODA, it's my pleasure to welcome you here. If you just arrived in the theater, if you were here for the first concert, please bear with me, please. First of all, welcome to the Dominion Energy Fine Arts Center and this beautiful Carpenter Theater here in Richmond. It's a beautiful facility that they have allowed us to use, and please give them a round of applause for allowing us to be here. To pull this event off each year is a monumental task, and in the last 2 years we have combined this task and made it even bigger by combining our two bands and orchestras with our two choirs from our friends over at VCDA. 750 of the finest musicians you'll find in the United States are here today, and you're going to hear just a portion of that. And there are some people here that certainly we need to thank that have made this possible. First of all, having the vision to do this, and the overall chair of the event is Mr. Mike Paransky, former VCDA president. If you'll give him a round of applause, please. Mr. Andrew Loft, the previous president of VBODA, the passion with which he pursued this event to make this happen and be a world-class event and a world-class location was unparalleled. Give Andrew a round of applause, please. Mr. Steve Turner is the VBODA treasurer / travel agent, hotel coordinator. He coordinated all the rooms for all 750 students and directors here, over 2,000 emails in the process, and he's still not babbling. He's good. He's pretty clairvoyant right now, so give him a round of applause. Also, to get all of our percussion equipment here, and I neglected this on the first concert, Mr. Steve Jacoby and his wife brought the VBODA budget rental truck down from Northern Virginia with all of our percussion equipment. Give them a round of applause, please. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. David Webb, the president-elect of VBODA.
Good afternoon. I get to do something really cool right now. The Sidney Berg Scholarship is presented annually by the Virginia Band and Orchestra Directors Association to a graduating high school senior who will be attending a 4-year university as an instrumental music major. This is a $2,000 scholarship, renewable for an additional 3 years, bringing the total value of the scholarship to $8,000. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to award the 2019 Sidney Berg Scholarship to Mr. Matthew Baker from Lake Braddock Secondary School. Mr. Michael Baker from Lake Braddock Secondary School. Mom and Dad, get the camera ready. We'll stand here for a second.
In the next part of my talk, I waited intentionally until that was over for Mom and Dad's sake. At this time, please silence all your cell phones, and due to copyright restrictions, as well as contractual obligations to this facility, absolutely no video recording is allowed during today's performance. Recording Arts Laureate order forms are available outside the lobby when we're done. Also, please, no flash photography during the performance, as this could distract our wonderful musicians that are here on stage today. Also, with each group each year, we ask 2 band directors to come in and be the managers of the group for the entire weekend. Pretty much they're with them all weekend, working with the students and the conductor to have things run smoothly, logistically. So if you would give a round of applause to Melissa Hall and Michael Richter, please, that would be great. The best thing about being president of VVODA is I get to do what I'm going to do next and introduce to you the conductor of the 2019 All Virginia Symphonic Band. Stephen Davis is one of those folks with a personality that sucks you in. And he does that with the kids, and you're about to be pulled into Stephen Davis's world. Watching him work this weekend has been absolutely amazing. It is extremely emotional, and you will enjoy this performance. So, if you will welcome to the stage Dr. Stephen Davis and the Symphonic All Virginia Band.
Aren't they amazing? Good afternoon. Raise your hand just for me if you were at the last concert. I just need to collect some data. Okay. So I'm not going to say a lot of the things that Mike said. But I do want to say I've had the good privilege and great honor to do this all over the world and in, I don't know, at least half the United States. And the concert band that performed for you today was terrific. Let us please give Mike and that ensemble a great round of applause. I was sitting right back there, so I got to hear every single, I barely got here for this concert because I was in jeans, but I did make it, obviously. Mike spoke briefly about music's transformative ability to make the world a more beautiful place. I spoke with the kids about a lot of things. We rehearsed our tails off, we collected ourselves together in a room a day and a half ago, and we worked with great discipline, integrity, honor, and character. But we spoke about the art form, and I said, I want you to make certain that you realize why you're here, and I want you to think about why you, in fact, do love music. And I told them when I was in 6th grade at Lake Worth Middle School, the first thing in Lake Worth, Florida, down in the Palm Beach area where I grew up, I said, the thing that attracted me to music was the theme from the Muppets, me playing it on the Barry saxophone. That's the truth. And then, of course, we go on this journey, and we're exposed to more and more musical ideas and languages and compositional writings by different people. And I spoke with them. You know, it's interesting being here in Virginia. I was in New York City about a month ago, and I was down in Texas 2 weeks ago. And as soon as I get to Virginia, this is true, don't get a big head, I'm always impressed with the level of intelligence of its constituents. Not that I'm not in Texas and New York, but it always impresses me, the people I speak to here. And it seems like growing up in Florida, as I mentioned, I knew about the Virginia bands, as Mike alluded to, from the time I was 20 years old. I'm 50 now, so that's been a 30-year awareness. And these kids are beautiful. And the world needs more beautiful without getting too effusive in that regard, but it's a fact. And I asked them, and we spoke about the word ensemble. Together we is the translation. Virginia's in the epicenter of politically, and I'm sorry for that for all of you. But we don't need more hate. I always say hate only hurts the container that holds it. And I told the students, we need to hold hands as a community. We need to think about things that are good. We need to think about the transformative powers that music does in fact bring. Last night, as Mike mentioned, I lost a friend. It was Sam. All your band directors lost a very big hero. And that's just one more reminder of the non-ability to describe in words the power of this. Not math scores, not science scores, not SATs and ACTs, nonsense. I never played one day in band so I could get a higher SAT score. That's the truth. And I never played in music to check a box off for a resume. I played in music because I was safe. I was encouraged to be vulnerable. I had an ability to deepen and widen my emotional sphere, and it could reward me. And when we get in an environment that allows us to express, then there's no way we can't leave that environment being better human beings as a byproduct, not as the it. The byproduct is beauty. So I want all of us